Hey, it's Jennifer from Advocating for the Aging. I'm coming to you today to show you like a dozen things that I have to donate for free. These are either walking aids or other assistive devices to help older adults stay safer in their homes and hopefully out of the hospital. So I'll just jump right into it. The first thing I've got is just a rolling walker, but it's a bariatric walker. What that means is it's wider than normal, has two wheels on either side there, you see that? And it's very sturdy, very supportive for someone up to 500 pounds. That's really important because most standard walkers are up to about 300, and actually when people are getting close to 250 or above, I often look at whether or not they might actually benefit from a bariatric walker. So first item up for grabs, all these items I'm going to show you are free. They've been donated to me graciously by friends or people in my community. So just reach out to me if something that I show you might benefit you or someone you love, and I will send it your way. Okay, item 2 is a regular rolling walker. So like I said, the weight limit on the other is closer to 500 pounds. This one is 300, just standard walker, one wheel on either side. Now it's used, but it's still in pretty good condition. So regular walker, there you have it. Item 3 is a non-rolling walker. So this one does not have wheels. You see that? I don't usually recommend this kind of walker for older adults that I work with as a physical therapist, but there are times when this is useful. One of those times is when you're using this to brace around an object, like using it on the back side of a toilet to give you some arms to push up from, which we won't get into those details. I'm going to do a separate video on that, and I will link that once the video is up and running. Otherwise, if someone can't handle the wheels as far as being able to walk and not letting it get too far ahead of them, then this can be useful, but it does kind of slow you down if you're able to walk fairly normally. But anyway, regular walker, no wheels. Okay, next, pretty standard pair of crutches. These are for someone 5'3" to 5'10". Now, I don't generally recommend these for older adults unless they have just remarkably good balance and coordination and strength, but there are a couple times that I've seen where these are useful, especially for someone who maybe has to manage some stairs and they don't have a railing. So, 2 crutches. Okay, next we've got a couple of canes. This one is just a regular straight cane. It is purple and flowery, so keep that in mind when deciding if you might want this or your loved one would. Similarly, this cane is pink and flowery with roses. It's a quad cane, so it provides a little bit more stability, and it's also got cobwebs. I'll clean those off. And then a black quad cane. So the 4 legs, sturdy black cane. And just FYI, the weight limit on these regular canes is about 250. Okay, so that's it for walking aids. We've got the bariatric walker, the regular walker with wheels, and the walker with no wheels, the crutches, and then the 3 canes. 1 straight cane, 2 quad canes. Only 1 cane is probably appropriate for a man, unless you just really don't care what other people think, which good for you. Next, we're going to go on to a different kind of aid. So I'm going to grab them, and then I'll be right back in the frame. Okay, see this pile of stuff I have? I'm really excited that these were donated and I can give these away. So the first thing is just simple plastic shoe horns. These are helpful though if you can't bend over, you've just had hip or knee surgery, back surgery, something like that. You get dizzy when you bend over. These can help you get the back of your foot in your shoe. That help you get your shoe in the back of, let me start again. Help you get your foot in the back of your shoe. So simple, but if you want them, they're yours. Okay, next, got a whole bunch of reachers. So there's a couple special ones I'll show you specifically. but it looks like I have 5 that are just pretty standard with the trigger and the pincher at the end. So if you don't know why you might need a reacher, if you can't reach up, can't reach down, can't bend over again, these can be really helpful. So for anyone who has been told they need a reacher and they say, I don't want to pay for that, or I can't afford it, or whatever, this is the answer. Okay, now I've got 2 kind of specialized reachers. One is, I think, probably kind of for someone who doesn't have good strength to be able to pinch and grasp, because instead of a pinch and grasper, it's got a little trigger. Sorry, when you have long hair, you have hair everywhere, so forgive me. So you just kind of pull up on this, and you, oops, sorry, pull up on that. My goodness, it's easier than I'm making it look. Pull up there and it locks, and so see, now this is stuck shut. So for someone who doesn't have a good ability to pinch, but they can maybe hold here and maybe use some strength in the hand to pull back, then this could be useful. And then lastly, this one has a little attachment for someone who, again, has some limitations with their arm and hand strength, so that they can kind of balance it here, and then they have to get a little bit of a pinch. You see that? So there's, like I said, 1, 2, 3, 5 regular reachers, and then the 2 kind of specialized ones, and the shoehorns. So normally I just take a photo of these items and put them on my Facebook page for people in my local area who might be interested, but I wanted to make a video and actually put it up on my website and everything, because really I want you to have this awareness that there are likely community type donation services near you if you're not in my area. So if you're in my area, I would love to deliver any of these items to you. If you're a caregiver, or if you work in healthcare, if you're one of my friends in therapy world, I'd be happy to give it to you, to give to a patient. But I do ask that you not, gather items for supposed patients in the future. If you have someone in mind now, I'd be so happy to give that to you, or if it's your loved one, or if it's you yourself, done. Just message me or get a hold of me on whatever method that you're seeing this video. If you're not in my area, if you're anywhere else in the country, or even in a different country, I encourage you to look in a couple of different places where you might be able to get some donated items if you need that. The first thing I would do is look up your local area agency on aging. So just Google that, area agency on aging, and then you'll put in your zip code, and there will be several contact numbers there, and you can call and see if they have any ideas about local community stuff that donates equipment. After that, I would look at garage sales, churches, veterans associations like the VFW or the, oh forgive me, American Legion. There's actually a whole list of other ideas that I have for you, and I've written an article about that in the last year or so, so I will link that here too. So check that out if you're in need of some equipment and you can't pay, or for whatever reason there's a hardship there. So I hope this was helpful. If you want to check out my website and you're not already watching this there, it's advocatingfortheaging.com. Have a great day.